for that. Yeah.
I put the lives on YouTube. I know you, and I know that you know how TNT works, but people on the YouTube don't know maybe, and I'll explain for them how TNT works. TNT is a platform to talk in language. Here we talk any language as French, Spanish, English, and Italian. There is all levels now, and yeah, I think that's it. I don't know if there's class in any language, but in English, yes, French as as well, and most of the TNT is immersion, the beginner, the medium, and advanced levels. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm a Deborah. I'm at 27, and I live in a small countryside city called Apenas, state of Minas Gerais. But in the next month, I'm go out up there here because I'm change the city because I degree and so for that I'm changing. And yeah, that's it about me. I'm attending media here since let me remember, maybe 21 January. Yeah, that's it. So it's been 1 year and a half that I'm attending meetings here on TNT. So I'm so happy here, and I learned a lot of things, not just about English, but I met some people and open my mind for any aspect of my life. So I love TNT. And hello, guys. Hello, Jay and Tracy. How is it going?
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm fine. Thank you. And you and everyone here. How is going on?
I think everybody is great. As I don't know, but I'm great.
That sounds good.
Can you introduce yourself, Jay?
Yeah. So I'm JJ. I'm 26 years old. I'm graduated in business administration, and I started a new course in a new career. I'm a student of analysis and the development of system. And that's it. And I live in São Paulo City, the capital. And yeah, that's it.
And it's your first time here?
No, it's my first time. With use, yeah, but not my first time in
Great.
TNT.
Great. And how did you know about TNT?
A friend taught me about the TNT, and so I know about the platform.
Great. Thank you for sharing. And
Thank
how
you.
about you? And how about you, Ana Paula?
Hello, I am Ana Paula. I live in São José do Rio Preto, São Paulo. My city is a big city, but it is very far away from São Paulo, capital. And I am married. I have 2 kids, but they don't live with me. My daughters live in Campinas. My son lives in Ubatuba. My mom lives with me and my husband, and I am 58. I worked as a chemistry teacher. I've been retired since February 2020. After that, I decided to start studying English, and I've been studying English since September 2020. and I've been studying English on TNT for 1 year and 3 months. And as Deborah said, here it's an excellent place to meet friends, to make friends, to meet different persons and open our minds. And I think it's a safe place to study English, to talk to each other in English, in Spanish, in Italian, and in different languages. That's it about me.
Yeah. I make mistakes because I thought that we are in 22 now, but we are in 23, right? So I joined here in 22, and not 21. That time is a mess on my, it's messed up on my mind. So and how about you, Trace?
Hello, guys. My name is Tracy. I'm from Pernambuco. I'm a dance teacher. I teach social dance like forró, Brazilian zouk, and what else? I'm graduated in law, and I started another graduation. Now I'm studying dancing in UFBA. And I don't know what else. I knew TNT during the pandemic on Instagram, and I love it. It was a place that helped me to live during the pandemic. It was like a relief. I don't know. And that is it. I'm here again.
Yeah, most of people know about TNT in the pandemic as me because we had so much time in the house, right? So we started learning language, so it's
Yeah.
good.
Exactly.
I have uncle, my uncle dance forró. She's love dance forró. All Sunday, she's going to a place to dance. So I know,
Oh,
and
it's nice.
I like to dance forró as well, but I don't know how to dance well. But I'm trying.
Just dance.
No.
Easy, and it's very good to our mind and our body.
Yeah.
Great.
If I go
I,
ahead, Ana
I,
Paula.
I do flamenco dance class. And
Whoa!
yeah, before our class, I was, oh my God, I had a private class because I traveled during 3 weeks and I didn't go in this class during this time. And I needed to do flamenco private class because it's very difficult, no, but for me it's necessary to learn more and more and more. Yeah,
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful dance.
yeah.
I never saw a flamenco dance before. I'd like to see. I'll search for that on the YouTube later. So guys, if you did you receive the questions?
Now, yeah.
Okay. So today we're gonna talk about tourism, and the first question is, how important is tourism in your city? Ana Paula, can you start, please?
Okay. I believe in my city, there aren't a lot of beautiful tourists to visit. Most of the people when visit my city, they go to the shopping mall and Bosque, I don't know in English, Bosque, Zoo, and Zoo, I don't know. And there are a lot of parks where it's possible to leave kids because there are playgrounds and near my house there is a beautiful lake where it's possible to walk, to ride a bike, and to relax a little bit, to walk, and there are different animals, and it's possible to sit near of the tree, and I think around my city there is some cities, and the tourism is more the most important. But in my city, I believe my city it's not a tourist city, no.
And what city is close to you is tourism city?
Olympia,
Ah,
because there is a, I don't know in English, water park, I don't know. And I met one person on TNT, and last year she lives in São Paulo, and last year she went to Olympia to enjoy on weekend with her family, and it's a beautiful place to enjoy because there are a lot of a swimming pool, and yeah, a hot swimming pool, and it's a there are, I don't know in English, Festa do Folclore as well, and yeah, I think it's good there.
great. Thank you for sharing, Ana Paula. And you, Jay? You live in São Paulo, and so that is
Yeah.
a lot of place.
Yeah, the tourism here, I think is more business tourism in São Paulo, but not so famous as Rio de Janeiro, or the northeast of Brazil that have beautiful beaches and whatever. But here São Paulo has some points that's so beautiful as the big wheels, roda gigante, a big wheel that Rico roda, a roda gigante. And the parks as Ibirapuera is so famous. Neighborhoods like Liberdade is a neighborhood that is so famous here. And
Paulista Avenue.
yeah, the Paulista Avenue and many museums as well as MASP and Ipiranga Museum and São Paulo Theater is located in the center. São Paulo has a lot of beautiful places, but it's not so tourist.
Great. And what do you like to do the most there?
Sorry, o meu estava mudo?
I'm muted?
Agora você está falando? É que o meu estava mudo aqui, eu não sei se Acho que eu estava falando, não sei se
At
vocês
the
estavam ouvindo.
end, at the end, it was mute. Yeah,
Ah, okay.
yeah.
Yeah. What I say is that São Paulo has many points of touristic places, but it's not so touristic the city. In the city is more important in the business tourists that for make trade and make business. That's it.
I got it. Thanks for sharing, Jay. And how about you, Trace? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sorry.
Tracy or Tracy, I don't know.
Tracy.
Feel free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In English or Brazilian way.
Okay.
So I live in a touristic city. My city is Petrolina, Pernambuco. So we have a beautiful river here, São Francisco River. So there are many places and things because of the river. It's we have exportation of fruits. So there are many places there. I don't know. It's like a farm, and you can visit the vinicolas, and we have. Oh my gosh, I really forget. Passeios in the river, like.
Grapes, I think. I don't know.
How?
Trips, city.
Trips, yeah, it's kind of because we have many islands here, and we can, yeah, a small trip. During the day we can go there and stay all day long and come back to our house in the end of the day. And we also have museums, a beautiful church, like a big church in the center of the city, the cathedral. I don't know how to say this in English. And yeah, it's a beautiful city here.
Great. Thank you for sharing. In my case, it's almost the same as Ana Paula, because here it's just a university city and has nothing to do, just parties and parties and parties. But I live nearby a city called Capitólio. I don't know if you know about Capitólio, but there are people, there's a river, canyon, I think, and people go there to rest and riding. I forgot the name in English as well. Lanchas and jet skis. There is known due to lanchas, and of course there's another place nearby here called São Tomé das Letras. It's a mystic city there, because hippie people like to live there. And yeah, I love that places because it's not it's a quiet place, and I like that place for that, because I love stay at natural places. And yeah, it's my the two places that I love to go when I have the opportunity. That's it about me. But I was born in another city. I was born in Porto Velho, Rondônia, and there is places as, let me remember now. Med Maria, I forgot. Train, the train Med Maria, living there. And what else? Else, let me remember. I lived there for 29 years. No, no, 29, 30, 14 years. And I never thought about the tourism there. So for me, there is no tourism, but people go there and trip in a barco trips and see the golfinhos. Golfinho, no, not golfinho, is a boto, sorry, because it's similar to golfinhos. I saw when I was a teenager. And yeah, I think that's it about Porto Velho. Guys, let's move on for the question number 3. The second question. No, it's the same as the second. Let me change. What are the benefits of international tourism? Are there any drawbacks? Jay, can you start?
Yeah. I think the benefits are the money, of course, the movement of the local economy, that movement with the international tourism. But the drawbacks that is not good is sometimes they don't respect the laws, or think that the woman here in Brazil, mainly in Rio de Janeiro, that is the woman, the man thinks that could touch the woman, and the woman is totally free for them, and they respected the woman here in Brazil. And sometimes the international tourists a bit real rude, because have money and think that could be do anything here. As Brazil, they think that Brazil is a land without rules, without laws. This is the bad part. And I think this is because the how can I say, the advisement of the government is so poor about Brazil, because the country and the government need to show the beautiful places, the beautiful culture that we have, but they just show the carnival, the beaches, and the woman. So it's a point that we need to improve and to show the international tourism, but mainly is more benefits, because bring money, bring a movement for our economy.
Yeah, most people just show up for the international tourist here. The ugly part of the Brazil.
Yeah, the favelas.
Yeah.
As Brazil was a totally favela and the carnival and football, but it's not just this. Has a lot to see, to know, as many parks, many museums, many locals, as cities as Salvador, the Northeast Beach, as Lençóis Maranhenses, for example. And the south of Brazil has a lot of beautiful places. In the countryside of the state of São Paulo, in Minas Gerais, as well as a lot amazing places to visit. But In the international advertisement about Brazil, it's just football, carnival, Walmart, and favelas. It's just it.
Yeah.
We need to improve this.
Yeah. But when we have that same thoughts about other city, because local people just show up for us what they want to show. I think, for example, if you're thinking about, let me see, Canada, we just thinking about Toronto and Quebec and that city. And we have a small knowledge about the Canada. It's an example, but of course, we need to improve what we show up for the rest of the world, because people don't respect us because we are just exhibitionist people, dance funky and show up our butts and things like that. Just carnival and football, soccer, and yeah, Neymar. It's all that tourists know about Brazil, favela, of course.
Yeah, Brazil is no out of Brazil is for Neymar, Anitta, football, carnival, Amazonia. It's just it, favela.
Indians, Indians, and yeah, that's it. What do you think, Ana Paula?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And I believe this situation happened because the most famous city is Rio de Janeiro. And in Rio de Janeiro has favela, beautiful women, and carnival. And I think, as you said, in Brazil and in another countries, there are many small cities, and it's possible to enjoy a lot and to visit beautiful places. And about Jay said, I think the most benefits is about the bring money, and I think for our country is important this situation. And but I believe Brazilian people are very friendly, because when you travel to another country, it's possible to see this situation. And when we are traveling abroad, we miss Brazil. And because here there are most of the people are friendly, and I think the negative point is exactly about our culture, only football and carnival, and the things for us it's not important, the most important, and the Brazil is more than that. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Brazil is a multicultural country, because as everybody here, for example, Anna living in a place totally different of Jay, and Tracy is almost different because she's living in a northeast of Brazil, so it's totally different. So we have the opportunity to learn a little bit about any city here. But of course, here in Brazil, we have stereotypes as well. It's not just the foreign people, but most people had a prejudice of me because due to where I went. So because people don't know how is live how is there, and for that they have prejudice. So we can't hope of the tourist what we don't know. For example, Brazil don't know each part of the Brazil. Of course, foreign don't know as well. That's it. And how about you, Trace?
So I agree with you guys about what you said about the benefits. It's the money, really. We have this movement in our economy and the things that they can buy here. And drawbacks, I can see another thing, a thing different that you said. It's a thing that I can see in my profession, like they come here and they can consume our culture, in a lot of other things for a much lower price. Like they can come here, study, for example, dance, and they can pay for that in a price really lower that we can pay here. Like it's very much difficult for me study. Like I need to travel, especially to São Paulo and Rio de Janeiro, to study Brazilian Zouk. It's my favorite one. And they can come here and take a lot of knowledge about the dance for an easier way, So it's another thing that I was thinking.
Yeah, most of works careers in Brazil, there is no that reconhecimento of the profession. Dance, most people there's a prejudice with dancer as a professional, but they love dance. I understand you, Trace, and for that they think that you don't need money because you're just dancing and things like that. So I feel you.
Yeah, it's because the foreign people, they are very methodic. Like they love study, they want to pay, and they come here and they have everything for a price more excessive than in their countries, like outside.
Yeah, I agree. So let's move on for the question number. Let me see. The question number 6. Is it better to go to popular tourist destinations or lesser known tourist destinations? Why? Tracy, can you start, please?
Let me. It's the 5 one.
It's 6.
6?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like both. Like, I really like to know the city. Like, when I'm travel to wherever, when I'm coming, I like to know really the city, the popular place, the museum, the different place that just the population know. And I don't know.
Thank you
Choose
for sharing. And you, Ana Paula?
Yeah, it's a difficult question, no? Because when you travel, you know about the tourist destinations, and sometimes, I don't know if I am going to travel to this city in another time, and I think it's good to visit tourist destination, but it's better and easier to go to lesser no tourist destination, because most of the time when you are going to visit tourist destination, there are a lot of people, and sometimes it's possible to stop, to see, and to relax in this place, because there are many people around you. And but I think, yes, Tracy said it's difficult, because I like to visit popular tourist destination. I think it's good, because, for example, last month I traveled to Italy, and I visited Roma. And so I would like to visit Coliseu and my God, Vaticano. But when I arrived there, it was full. Were a lot of people, but I believe I don't know if I am going to visit Italy in the next time or in another trip. But I visited a small cities, and it was possible to walk on the street, to look around, and it was good as well. But I think it's good to visit. If you have enough time, it's possible to visit both. Yeah, I think it's better.
Yeah, because when you visit unpopular place, you know, inside of the city, it's not just the touristy part of the city, but really, you real know how is the city. So you had the opportunity to learn a bit more about Italy than others, because they just went there to visit Coliseu and Roma and popular places. If I wish I could, I'd like to go in quiet places to learning a bit about the population, about the life there, because I like this. I like this. But of course, as everybody said here, it's good to know popular place, because everybody knows. If you don't go there, you don't visit the country, as you said, Italy. You need do both. Know the popular place, but if you have the opportunity and time, go in the different places. Yeah, I agree. And how about you, Jay?
So depending of the time, but I think for touristic points as famous as the Christ Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro, it's normal that you hope that there will be many people there because it's so touristic point. But sometimes it's cool that visit a place that is not so touristic because you have the opportunity to know the community, the culture, and sometimes you can hear history about that place, and this experiment have a different cuisine, a different dishes, and the experience could can be more interesting because you can know and different things, different people, different architecture. For example, if you go to Amazon, the rainforest, to visit the indigenous people, you could experiment different dishes, different songs, dances, and the architecture that is so different and so natural as well. So it's a cool experience, but sometimes it's cool to visit the tourism places, tourist destinations as Rio de Janeiro or Paris or New York, because have more structure, so make easy to visit the places, and have many places that you could visit in the same time, because have many ways to transport to go to move on. So it sometimes is better. So depend on the situation. That's it.
Yeah, popular place is easy to find out ways to arrive there. There's a train, there's a bus. Everybody knows how to arrive there. So it's more easy. Of course, if you know, if you wanna know more inside of the city, you need to search a lot, thinking different places and dishes, of course. As you said, it's totally different, the dishes here in Minas and there in Rondônia, where I was born. So yeah, we have different contrast of the culture. I had that contrast.
So cool.
Yeah, it's so cool. And people here, some people, there's pretzel with me, but some people love to know about my life there. And people ask me a lot of things all the time. And I always heard the same questions. So, but I like that. So guys, let's move on for the question. Let me see. The question number 7, should a government try to improve domestic tourism or try to attract international tourists instead? Why? What do you think, Jay?
I think I guess that the government need to improve and make investment in the international tourism, because the domestic tourism we have a lot, and the Brazilian people normally visit our country, and so actually we need more investment in the to attract more international tourists, because it's more profit, and so we'll increase our economy and create many opportunity of jobs and investment. Yeah, I think Brazil has a lot of I forgot the word in Portuguese in English. Opportunity to increase, to get bigger and bigger, because has a lot of natural places, and as you said, Brazil is a multicultural country, so we have Bahia, we have Minas, we have the south, Amazon, and the northeast of Brazil that have many islands and beaches. For example, Fernando de Noronha in Pernambuco is so famous in Brazil, but not as famous around the world. And it's a beautiful place. I didn't stay there, but I would like to visit. But as in the international vision, a bit of people know about it, and we have a cuisine, a proper cuisine. We have dances, different types, samba, that the international public tourists know. So we have many opportunity to get investment and increase our tourism, the international tourism here. I think it's a point that could improve, and the government need to make investment in this part, and should be cool, because we know many countries that won many money with tourism, as Dubai, for example, France, Italy, so, short countries, but has a lot of tourism, and the tourism movement the economy, bring investment, bring jobs, bring opportunities, so, and let the people more rich in the local cities and places. So I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. And how about you, Tracy? What do you think?
Yeah, I think different. I think it's good to improve the domestic tourism, because we have so many places here that we can imagine, and sometimes we prefer to travel abroad. Like I want to do this, but here are so many beautiful places. It's our culture, and many times we it's not we don't care, but we prefer, like to make this investment to travel abroad and spend this money in another country. So I think it will be a good idea to a government try to improve this side.
I agree with you, because we put all our money in another country, then instead of here. and we need the economic move. Of course, it's great to go outside, know new countries and things like that, but we don't know how culture, as said, sorry, how Tracy said, because we just want to know about the United States, for example, but we don't want to know about northeast of Brazil. So yeah, I agree with you in part, but of course I agree with Jay with that the government try to implement international tourists as well, because with that we have more opportunity to open our minds to have a different cultures, contact with different cultures, with different people. So both is important. Of course, most important is the domestic tourists, then international tourists, but both it is important. Ana Paula, and you, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with you and Tracy. I think if the government invests in domestic tourism, probably our country received more tourists that they live in another country, because I believe most of the time some people prefer to travel abroad, because to travel in Brazil it's very, very expensive. And if because, for example, if you live in Italy, it's easier to travel to another country. But in Brazil, it's very difficult to travel in our country, because the tickets are very expensive, and sometimes, for example, if you travel abroad, you stay there at least 15 or 20 days. And if you compare the price, it's almost the same. And sometimes, as I said, it's better to travel abroad, because in my case, for example, I learned English 2 years ago, and I would like to travel abroad to speak in English. And for me, it was very good, because it was possible to talk to another person in English. And mainly in Italy, where the first language is not English, and they have patience to understand what you are saying. And but I agree. I think the first investment, if we will be better in Brazil, in domestic tourism. I think if the places are more conservation, I don't know, because there are many churches in Brazil. They are very, very beautiful, but they don't conserve, they don't keep the structure, the clean, the place, the place is not safe to visit. And if you are walking at night in Italy, it's possible to walk on the street without dangers. And for us, it's safe. But you imagine you walk on the street in Rio de Janeiro in the evening or at night, it's impossible. And yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah, I agree with you. Brazil is a danger place. Uh, we see many places as here in Brazil. Here in Alfenas, there's no light and at the evening, so it's bring robots. So I agree with you. We need more structure here in Brazil and bring people to know us, know our city, know our country. I agree. And and what you said about the prices. I know, I feel that because I just go in my city visiting my father 2 years for 2 years because it's so expensive to pay the price to go there. It's more easy to go outside as Argentina. The price is a bit lower than to go Porto Velho. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Guys, time is over. We have another class, another meeting here now. So it was a pleasure to be here with you. I hope you guys in the next Saturday, the same hour. And yeah, I think that's it for now. Do you wanna say something before I go? No one? No one?
No.
Okay, so see you the next.
See you. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
bye. The next
Bye-bye.
Saturday. Bye bye.